Hello, friends. It is every man's dream to get married. From the moment she says, "I do," and getting ready to share your lives together. You buy your wedding dress and make all arrangements necessary to make your wedding day the best day of your life. Imagine, friends, that your bride backs off at the last minute, that you'll be left alone on your wedding day, and that the wedding you've planned with so much enthusiasm will not take place. Today's story is about a bride who decided to dump her husband, leaving him high and dry on their wedding day. The ending of this heartbreaking story, friends, is absolutely unexpected, but it teaches us a valuable lesson in life. Ronnie was 20 years old when he met Sophia. She was very beautiful, and Ronnie immediately fell in love with her. But she was in love with another guy. Ronnie could not help thinking about her, but he was just her friend. A few years later, he found out that Sophia was alone after breaking up with her cheating boyfriend. Ronnie always respected her feelings, friends. He thought this was a great chance to become her date. I remember how she cried because of their breakup. It was very sad to see her crying, Ronnie said. Several weeks later, she became better and she seemed to forget him. It was difficult for her to cope with this situation. One day, I decided to tell her about my feelings. I came to her home and told her everything. I was afraid she would reject me, but she said yes. It was the happiest day of my life. I could not believe my happiness in that moment. Friends, Ronnie was very generous and careful. He did everything for his sweetheart. He always gave her gifts. No matter how much she wanted, he fulfilled all her requests. He even bought plane tickets for her parents to get to know him. Sophia promised she would always love and be with him. The couple seemed to love each other forever. Several months later, Ronnie went down on one knee and popped the question. Sophia joyfully accepted his proposal. The newly engaged couple immediately planned their wedding. Ronnie was very happy. He told his friends and relatives about their plans. Their parents came to help with the preparations. Then, something unexpected happened, friends. A week before the wedding, Sophia's behavior changed. I asked her if everything was all right. She replied that it was only my imagination and nothing was happening. I thought she was just excited about the upcoming wedding, Ronnie said. Finally, the wedding day came. I put on my best suit that was very expensive. My mother was very excited. My dad was proud his son was getting married. All my relatives came to congratulate me because it was such an important day. Everyone was seated, expecting my bride's grand entrance. I was eager to welcome the joy of my life. Unfortunately, friends, Sophia did not show up. A few hours later, in a distance, the limo that was supposed to bring her approached. All guests began applauding. When the limo arrived, there was only a driver inside. The luxurious ride was empty. I was shocked. Everyone was shocked. I could not understand what was happening, Ronnie said. The driver gave Ronnie an envelope. It was like a nightmare to me. The content of the letter almost killed me. She confessed she was still in love with her ex-boyfriend, who had recently returned to her life. She did not have enough courage to tell me this. She wrote that she could not marry anyone except her ex-boyfriend. Friends, everyone felt sorry for Ronnie. I did not understand what I had done wrong. I did not understand why she left me on such a day. Why did she wait so much time to tell me that she did not love me? Ronnie said, crying. Heartbroken, Ronnie rushed to Sophia's house. He asked her, why? How could it happen? He wanted to know what he had done wrong, friends. He did everything to make her happy. The fact that the day before, he was the happiest man in the world. Now everything was destroyed. Sophia did not mutter a single word or show any sign of remorse, friends. Ronnie's dreams were shattered. His whole world crumbled, and his heart almost stopped beating. He ran out of her house in tears, but for some reason, Ronnie could not forget about the girl he once loved. About 5 years later, the unexpected happened. I was sitting in my armchair reading when the doorbell rang. It was midnight. I did not know who it could be. I opened the door and was shocked. Standing in front of me in tears was Sophia. She returned to say that she still loved me. She asked me to return to her. I tried to understand whether it was a dream or reality. Apparently, friends, Sophia had broken up with her boyfriend because he cheated on her again. She accepted to remarry Ronnie and promised to be faithful to him. Ronnie accepted her proposal, and they both chose a wedding date. This time, he insisted it would be a simple ceremony. He told Sophia to pick the time and venue. Sophia invited her parents, friends, and family. She also hired the best makeup artist and hairdresser. On their wedding day, everyone was ready for the ceremony. Sophia in her gorgeous wedding dress came in first. She was looking forward to see her groom, but Ronnie did not show up. A few hours later, in a distance, a car arrived and the driver gave her a letter. She smiled, thinking Ronnie was preparing a surprise for her. She opened the letter and could not hold back tears. The letter read, "You come to my house as if nothing had happened. You want to marry me? You say that you love me at the moment that your ex-boyfriend left you again. You come the moment I am trying to cope with the pain you brought me. I had been waiting for your call over 5 years now. I thought you would come and say that you had made a mistake. I cried every day after you left me standing on that altar. Now you are crying, aren't you? Now you know exactly how I felt when you shattered my heart. Do not look for me. Do not call. Let that remind you of your own words. You told me that you would not marry anyone except your ex-boyfriend. So go on and look for him and leave me alone. I do not exist for you anymore. Now you know from your own experience how much you made me suffer." Friends, it's true what they say, regret always comes last. This heartbreaking story shows us a darker side of what happens when plans fall through and dreams are shattered. Stop playing with people's feelings. Life is an echo. What you send out comes back. What you sow, you reap. What you give, you get. So friends, did you like the unexpected ending? Be sure to express your opinion in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed watching it. See you soon, friends.